Welcome to Hunter Fuel, a supernatural rewatch podcast for adults who enjoy their show with a chaser. I'm Liz,
And I'm Lynn.
and we are back after taking a little break. And now that season two is in the rearview mirror, we are so happy that you are joining us for our season wrap up video. We model responsible drunkenness here. All participants are way over 21. No one is pregnant. No one will be driving, operating heavy machinery, handling weapons, or having long debates about what constitutes torture. If you're playing along with us, those are the rules. If you decide not to follow them and you do something stupid, don't blame us. Lynn, what are you drinking this evening?
I went simple. I just went for a vodka and soda.
Okay, look at that. It looks like a nice, cool, refreshing glass of ice water.
I can assure you it is not. It is a new flavor.
Oh, oh,
Yes.
it is.
Yes.
It's fancy grown-up water.
Yes, it is a orange citrus. It is
Oh,
quite nummy.
okay. Well, I will have to give that a try next time we're together in person.
Yes.
So, for me, the I went with my personal favorite cocktail from season two, which is from episode 19, Folsom Prison Blues, and it is called a prison bitch.
I
So the
love
one
it.
I felt the least good about, like I did not feel good about myself choosing a cocktail with that name. It ended up being my favorite of the season. Uh,
Awesome.
Little piece of Stupornatural trivia for you. My favorite cocktail from season one also came from episode 19. It was the artist special from Provenance. So I would say we have good things to look forward to for episode 19 in the next season. However, season three only has 16 episodes, so that's not going to work.
Well,
All
maybe
right.
it'll be episode 9.
9. Ooh, episode 9. I'm looking at you. You got a good one for us. Okay, so in case you don't recall from Folsom Prison Blues, I only pre-gamed a tiny bit. A prison bitch is 1 ounce each of amaretto, triple sec, and vodka, and 2 ounces each of orange and cranberry juice. Shake that all up with ice, strain, and serve. So, since we do not have an episode that we're watching this time around, the way we're going to play, in case you don't if you didn't see our season 1 wrap up video, is I have crunched all the numbers, and in 22 episodes this season we had an opportunity to get one of 47 squares. Those 47 squares, one of them appeared at least one time each, a total of 267 times. So, as we talk about the season, we're going to stop periodically and check our Supernatural game cards for squares that came up during the season from the most frequent to the least frequent. So, we are not walking away until
Now,
somebody has bingo. So
if
just
I
before.
remember correctly, actually, I may be wrong. We didn't get a bingo until the season wrap up season 1 either.
Correct, correct. We are going to be reevaluating our list and making some changes between season two and three. And there are some squares on there that don't start appearing until later in the series,
Yeah.
excuse me. But yeah, we had a couple of close calls this time, but no, we once again have had no bingos during our regular season, and now we're in overtime. So
Yeah, I was saying we were trying not to have them be a regular thing, We were trying not to make it impossible though, or
Eh,
like I said,
yes.
not quite this difficult.
We apparently love a challenge. So with that, producer Mark, could you bring up our Supernatural game cards for us, please? All right, I don't have too bad of a
As
feeling about these.
I say, I might be okay.
I
I
think
I
I think we might have a decent chance here.
yeah.
So with that, as always, the first one is on the house.
So
Oh,
cheers.
cheers, my friend.
Ah, hmm,
Hmm.
that is good.
Oh boy, still
That's
my
it.
favorite. Okay, so we are going to go through kind of a rapid fire season episode summary. But before we do that, Lynn, what is your guess for the most frequently occurring square in season two?
Oh wow. And I did think about this.
I believe you.
I have it between. I promise I have it between a couple.
Okay, well,
Um,
pick one.
I'm gonna go for my favorite square ball. Son of a bitch.
Oh, she got it in one with 16 occurrences. As you said, son of a bitch.
I
And
love that square. It feels so good to say it.
it does, and I say it more now since I've become a fan of the show. So let's see if either one of us has son of a bitch. And
Uh,
I am heartbroken to say I do not have it. Do you?
I don't think I do either. Son of a bitch.
No. No, we are not off to a great start here. Okay. Well,
Come
hopefully
on.
hopefully some of y'all are having better luck than we are. All right. So, again, rapid fire episode summary here. Lynn and I are going to take turns. We're going to give you the episode title, the monster of the week, and a brief summary of the episode. So the first one is in my time of dying, we had a reaper, the yellow-eyed demon, or death itself. Take your pick. Dean is dying, and while he chats up a hot chick, John makes a deal to save him. I full on Swayze'd that mother.
Then we had Everybody Loves a Clown, and we
Yes.
had a Raksha. Love that.
Rakshasa.
Rakshasa. Sam's afraid of clowns, especially the ones that eat people. Planes crash, and apparently clowns kill.
Oh, next was Bloodlust. The monster of the week was Zealots. Vampires are the good guys, and a hunter is the monster. So much effed up crap happens in Florida.
Then we have children shouldn't play with dead things.
No, they should not.
Monster of the week was a zombie. Necromancy, so not sexy. Sam breaks his arm. Your girlfriend's past her expiration date.
Next up was Simon Said, mind controlling serial rapist and murderer. A barbarian queen rides a polar bear. You learn you got a twin, you call him up, you go out for a drink. You don't start killing people.
Then we have no exit. Serial killer ghost. The Winchesters visit Philly. Joe traps a notorious serial murderer H. Holmes. Sweetheart, there ain't gender studies. Women can do the job just fine. Amateurs can't.
We had the usual suspects. Monster of the week was a dirty cop. Sam and Dean get arrested, but the ghost isn't the monster they're after. For some reason, I could really go for some pea soup.
Then we had Crossroad Blues, which of course was the Hellhounds. Demons are making demons are making deals for people's souls, and Dean makes a deal of his own to stop the killings. Man, I bet they could hump the crap out of your leg.
Next was Croatoan demon virus. It's not Mr. Rogers' neighborhood anymore, as an evil virus causes people to kill one another. You don't act like yourself anymore, Dean.
Next, we have Haunted.
Hunted.
Hunted. Sorry.
Haunted would make a lot of sense, but it would sort of be every episode.
That is very true. It was Zealots Part 2. Gordon is back and using Dean as bait to lure Sam back to his death. What's the point in saving the world if you can't get a little nookie once in a while? Huh?
Next, we had playthings. Creepy ghost kid. An imaginary friend wants you to play with her forever. Creepy old wedding dresses make terrible decorations. Might even run into Fred and Daphne while we're inside. Daphne. Love her.
Next, we have Shapeshift, Night Shifter, which of course was a shapeshifter.
Sure.
Ronald is on the trail of a mandroid that won't let anything stop him, even if it kills him. You have no idea what you're dealing with, do you? There's a monster in that bank.
And we had Houses of the Holy. Monster of the Week was a dead priest. Paintings with nipple tassels. Angels are among us, but Roma Downey is nowhere in sight. It's one of the perks of the job, Sam. We don't have to operate on faith.
Then we had Born Under a Bad Sign. And it's Sam, sort of. Sam embraces his feminine side. Joe asks about Dean, and Dean punches Sam in the face. If thing if it's the last thing I do, I'm gonna save you.
We had Tall Tales. Monster of the Week was a trickster. Dean drinks purple nurples. Sam hugs a college student, and Bobby thinks they're both idiots. What's wrong with my food? It's not food anymore, Dean. It's Darwinism.
Then we have Roadkill. Ghost was our creature of the week.
Mhm.
The boys pick up a hitchhiking Cylon.
Cylon. Wom wom. Wom.
Just once I'd like to round a corner and see a nice house.
Then we had Heart. Monster was a werewolf. Sam has sex with a woman who's a wild animal in the sack. I'm asking you to save me.
Then we have Hollywood Babylon. Disgruntled writer was our monster. Sam and Dean visit LA, but the weather is positively Canadian. You are one hell of a PA.
We had Folsom Prison Blues with a ghost nurse. Sam hates Dean's plan for dealing with a ghost that's killing prison inmates. What are you from Texas all of a sudden?
What is and what should never be. The Jin was made that show interesting.
Indeed.
Dean makes a wish and gets a girlfriend who's respectable. I mean, ever since Dad, all I can think about is how much this job costs us.
Yep. All Hell Breaks Loose Part 1 with psychic kids. Sam is in a excuse me, Sam is a contestant. I was like, Sam is in a contest. Wait, what? Try that again. Sam is a contestant in Hell's version of the Hunger Games. It's my job, right? Watch out for my pain in the ass little brother.
And then, last but certainly not least, we
Oh,
had all hell, all, all hell breaks loose part two, and of course, it's the yellow-eyed demon.
Black Demon.
Yeah, Dean plays "Let's Make a Deal." It's a fire sale, and everything must go.
Yes. All right. So that was all 22 episodes of season 2, which means it's time for another Supernatural game card check. And we have a tie with 15 instances each. So, Lynn, what is your guess?
I'm gonna go with Sammy.
Yes, in the same position as season 1, Sammy is one of the two. Do you want to take a guess what the second one is?
Oh boy.
You can say no. Consent
Ah,
is key. You can always say no.
yeah, but let's
You're a
see here.
what?
I I'm a I never back down from a challenge. Uh
Is that where we're going with that one?
yes, and that's actually
Yeah,
where I meant to go with that one, believe it or not. And that's my
I believe
story, and
you.
I'm sticking to it.
And I will believe
I'm
you.
gonna go. I'm going with. You know what? I'm actually gonna go with a wacky diner.
Okay, all right. And that is a very good guess, but it's actually dude.
Oh, okay. That wasn't even gonna be my second. That wasn't even gonna be my other guess either. So,
Okay, well,
well,
I surprised you. Yay. Okay, so we are checking our supernatural game cards for a dude and a Sammy. I have a
eh,
dude.
I have
I,
both.
oh, well done. So you have one up on me at the moment because I just have a dude. All right,
All right.
so cheers.
Cheers.
Mm. So we
Mm.
both have two in the row at the moment.
Yeah, but I can tell you right now, I am not going to get five in a row here because I am not going to get a flutter of angel wings.
Well, the night is early. The night is early. So, okay. So that brings us to Lynn. What was your favorite episode of the season?
My favorite episode was Roadkill.
Okay, interesting. Talk to me about why.
So now keep in mind, I now of course I have to quick go back in my notes and remind myself now which one that was because I've looked at all of these so many times
Yes,
that
indeed.
it's
That is the
that
one with the hitchhiking
yes,
ghost
yes. And the
who
reason
doesn't know
I
she's a ghost.
yes, I loved that one because they had not only was the acting superb
Oh
in
boy.
that the filming was awesome, but the one thing they had to do in that one that they hadn't, to my recollection, had to do so far was have the two storylines going at the same time, like the two storylines wrapping around each other.
Yeah.
And I loved that. I thought that was amazing.
No,
My
I have to say you picked a good one because especially, I mean, modern audiences are very savvy, right? Like we've
mhm,
all seen a lot of television and we know what
mhm.
the tricks are. So for them to be able to hide that she's a ghost, for that long. Like, that's some skillful writing. And I
Mhm.
agree. Trisha Helfer is a fantastically talented actor, and,
Mm.
everybody did a really great job with that one.
Yes. Yeah, so that was hands I mean, there were a couple that I liked, but hands down, that was
Okay.
that that was the best one.
Interesting. All right. Well, my favorite, and this is probably not going to come as much as as much of a surprise if you watched how much I just absolutely gushed effusively, is What Is and What Should Never Be. And Rael Tucker just wrote this beautifully sensitive script, and Eric Kripke directed the shit out of it. Like, it's just Jensen and Sam Smith's performances are so beautiful, and I just I cannot say enough good things about that episode, and if you've seen our episode, dealing with that one, you've heard me just, like, run out of adjectives, so that's all I'm gonna say for now because I've said it all, but, I will say honorable mention for Born Under a Bad Sign because of Jared's performance as Meg. It really does. It's a turning point in the show, and I think that deserves an honorable mention. And also Heart. Again, like Jared's performance just really makes that episode kind of stand out from the pack. Ha ha ha. It's okay. Ready for another Supernatural game card check?
Alrighty, let's see here.
Okay, so this one, there's just one. It's not a tie, but there's 14 occurrences.
I'm gonna say because I don't think we've done it yet. Damn it!
No, it is not, damn it. However, it is Dean eats or drinks, and I am
Oh,
heartbroken to say I do not have it. I started out
Dean.
all confident with this one, and so far I am not having a good showing.
I don't have it
Oh,
either.
okay. Well, normally I would drown my sorrows and drink anyway, but the night is young.
Yes.
So we're just gonna move on for now. And that brings us to least favorite episode of the season.
Okay. So this one should not shock you. And
Mm.
I went back and forth between two.
Okay, what were your two and where did you land?
All right. So my two, and I have to remember because you know me, I can never remember the names of them. I
What can you
went
give me?
back and forth between Tall Tales
Oh.
and Hollywood Babylon.
Oh my goodness, my two you don't like the funny ones. You do not
And
like the funny ones.
I landed on Hollywood Babylon.
Okay, and what was it that made Hollywood Babylon your worst episode of the season?
I thought it was just cocky. Like I know when we watched it, I if you remember what I had said during that episode, I didn't like it when we watched it. Like to me, it just especially like some of the coaster, I just felt like it was overacted at times
Mhm.
or just C-rated acting at
Okay.
times. And I know it's supposed to be a takeoff from all the old horror, but it didn't do it for me.
Didn't come together for you. As well,
No.
you are entitled. So,
Yeah.
I go ahead, I'm sorry.
I mean, as much as I was not a fan of the Trickster is one of my least favorite um monsters. I do not like the trickster. That it
Okay.
the trickster annoys the crap out of me. But
Mm.
the way they did that episode, the acting tipped the scale to the it was a better episode. It's just not my preference in episodes.
Okay.
But
Okay.
the
That's fair.
but it definitely had the better acting
Okay. All
and
right.
writing and writing.
So, well, again, I loved both of them. They cracked me up, but I can understand where you're coming from. For me, and I gotta say honestly, I really struggled with this one because this season doesn't have any outright stinkers, like for me. That there
Yes, it
weren't. It was not an easy decision because I loved. I really liked most of them. I loved a lot of them. So I actually landed on episode 19, Folsom Prison Blues. Excellent
ah,
cocktail. And it's not a bad script. I just felt like it wasn't as strong as others in the season. So, between the cardboard prison and the
yeah.
fairly standard monster of the week, it just felt like a filler episode so close to the end of the season. Um, so I
I can understand where you're coming from on that.
yeah, yeah, and like I said, I didn't hate any of them. Like, I thought they were all fun. And honestly, like, as a season, you could see them really hit their stride in season 2. Like, season 1 was great, and season 2, like, raised the bar. And so
Mhm.
I thought they did a great job. Okay, which brings us to our Supernatural game cards. And once again, we have a tie with
Ooh.
13 each.
Oh, see, this gets
Now,
really tough because there's
I'm
like
going to give you a hint.
okay.
One of the two you've already mentioned.
Oh wow.
You just have to remember what you said 10 minutes and 2 drinks ago.
Oh Lord. Because I know I've mentioned Wacky Diner because I know I mentioned that
Oh,
one.
did you say what? Oh, apparently I don't remember what I said 10 minutes and 2 drinks ago.
Well,
It's
no,
not
I mentioned like three of them that haven't been on there, so that's just one of the ones that I struck
how
out with.
it's not Wacky Diner, but it is a quirky motel room.
Okay.
And do you wanna try for the other one?
Is it one I've already mentioned or no?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna go for it's got to be up at the top there. An electronics flicker.
It is not. It is a heartfelt bromance.
Oh my god! I was certain. Well,
Well,
we're still up in the top 10. So
we are
I'm certain electronics flickers in the top 10. It's
it's
not a
well, we're gonna find out, but I am, like, I'm feeling I started with such confidence, and I have to say, like, I don't have either a heartfelt
I
bromance.
I have that one
Okay, good for you.
and did you oh no wait, I have a wacky diner.
A quirky motel room.
I don't have a quirky motel room.
I I have neither, but you know what? I can't let you drink alone. So,
No you can't.
cheers. All right.
Alrighty.
So, booziest and driest episodes of
Oh,
the
this is
season.
so hard because there were
This
a bunch that like our cards just did not cooperate where it was
yeah,
where we should have been getting a ton and our cards sucked.
indeed. It does make it a little hard to remember. And it's actually a tie. There are 2 episodes, excuse me, with 16 opportunities each, and they are Born Under a Bad Sign, and All Hell Breaks Loose Part 1.
Well, that's appropriate.
Yeah, the
That's,
2
that
booziest
is.
episodes. Well, and
And
it's
I
funny because
remember that our cards sucked in
they
All
were
Hell Breaks
awful.
Loose. Yeah, they were
They were
terrible.
awful. And so to from a certain point of view, the driest episode of the season makes a little bit of sense too. That had just 8 opportunities for a supernatural square.
So was that All Hell Breaks Loose Part 2?
No, although that would be funny.
I want to say,
From
but
the driest and
I didn't think that was right though,
no,
because I remember there being more than 8. I remembered us not getting any of them, but there were more. I remember there were more than 8. Um,
so it was do you wanna guess or do you just want me to tell you?
um, I literally be throwing a dart at a dartboard.
Alright, it was No Exit. So No Exit was the driest. Alright,
So that
ready to
was the
take a
most cheated.
that's the one we cheated at the most. Okay. Are you ready? Well, let me ask. We're starting to get a little farther down the list. Do you want to take a guess with 12 instances what our next
Ho
supernatural game card check is?
Hold on, my computer is not playing nicely with others.
Oh, boo.
No, I mean we're still up. Just my computer just did something really weird. Hold on.
Is it
Let me
sexy
see.
weird?
No,
Yeah.
it was just weird. I'm like, how the? I
Okay.
didn't even know it could do that. Okay.
Are you sure it's not sexy weird?
Maybe you would find it. I was just like,
No,
please don't let the
probably not.
website close. Um, uh, let's see here. I'm gonna go with fake IDs.
No. It was,
Problem is, there
uh,
are so many of them that it's almost like, okay, I'm just kind of, I don't want to say I'm guessing, but I'm definitely going with the ones that I feel like we saw the most.
yeah, you're not wrong, and it is someone gets thrown against a wall, which I also do not have.
Don't- and
No,
I have
what?
that one.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. I'm glad somebody's got a halfway decent card. All right, well, cheers. Enjoy. My one lonely little dude in the corner there. I'd say nobody puts baby in the corner, but it's just too sad to be funny.
We gotta get you some squares. I mean, come
Well,
on. This is,
we are not out of chances yet.
yeah,
We
I
still
know.
have
I was gonna say, I'm like trying to read your, with my 51-year-old eyes, I'm like trying to read this thing. And it's
Yeah, I
comical.
understand. Okay, and that means that we are up to favorite guest actor.
Oh, so this was a tie for me. Well, I should say
Okay, tell me.
I had two, that one definite and one that I couldn't not bring up.
Let's hear
Uh
it.
Trisha Helfner, or Heffer.
Yes. Helfer. Yep.
Of course,
Goodness.
since my favorite one was Roadkill, and she's of course the guest actor in
She
Roadkill.
is, and
She
she's
did
super
an
tall. She did.
amazing job.
She is so talented that like
Yes, she is.
she was a hell of a get for them that they were able to get her on the show. She's so talented.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and just, I mean, just the way that, I mean, the way that you never even really suspected until the very, very, just
Yeah.
unbelievable, just unbelievable
Yeah.
actor. My second one that I couldn't not mention was Jeff Kober from Folsom Prison Blues.
And Jeff Kober was
Randall
Deacon?
was Randall.
Oh, Randall, that's right. Yeah.
I loved him as Randall. Like to me,
Yeah.
that that basically made the episode for me. I
Okay.
loved him. I absolutely
Yeah,
loved
and
him.
like I said, he's been in a lot of stuff over the years, and he's again a talented guy. Almost always plays a bad guy. So for him to now, obviously he had done something that had gotten him
Yeah,
into prison, but for him to play someone who's sort of innocuous,
yeah,
is kind of a little bit of a different role for him. Um,
yeah. But
so
no,
for
he
me,
took what could have been a nothing role
mhm.
and made it into something that you just can't forget.
Yeah, he did a great job, I agree. For me, it's gotta be Chris Gautier's Ronald Resnick in Night Shifter. Like, he brought such earnestness. I mean, laser eyes, like, and, like, the character, like, he knows he's not crazy, and he's not gonna let anybody tell him he is, and and Gautier managed to give that character just enough sort of childlike exuberance to make the performance funny without turning him into a caricature. Like,
Mhm.
it could have been really, like, he could have been just sort of like comedy,
Mhm.
and he managed to really bring something very special to that role, and, um pardon me, and it's a real tragedy. Unfortunately, he passed away a few years ago, but I thought he did just a wonderful job. But I gotta tell you, like, I imagine you had a similar challenge to mine. Like, there are so many amazing guest actors who end up. I mean, we've got Linda Blair from The Usual Suspects, Sterling K. Brown as Gordon, Aldous Hodge as Jake, Trisha Helfer, obviously as Roadkill,
Yeah.
Gary Cole in Hollywood Babylon. We've got Annie Wershing in Playthings, Chad Lindbergh as Ash. I mean, like, holy crap, we've got, I mean, just a fantastic roster of
I said, I guess
actors.
I don't because to me, Ash is kind of a reoccurring because he's in it a couple of times. So I didn't really count Ash.
I can understand, and really, like, that would disqualify, Sterling K. Brown as well, honestly, Aldous Hodge, if they're in more than one. Um, but, I just because it was so few, I kinda whether or not, we agree that they're a guest actor, like,
Yeah. No, I mean
they
the performances are
yeah,
amazing.
they
Yeah.
find great folks.
Yes, they do. They
Alright.
absolutely do.
They did. They're Robert Ulrich, who did the casting, like, he was pretty gifted. Okay, which means it is time for another Stupornatural game card check, and this time 10 instances. And I'm just going to tell you what it is. It's
Okay.
someone gets knocked out.
Da.
And I once again don't have it.
I don't either.
I it's insane. Okay. Moving on. Favorite monster from season 1?
Alrighty. So I have I had to mention two.
Okay.
So if you go by the true sense
Mhm.
of the word, my favorite one, I had to go with Hellhounds.
Okay. Alright, great choice. What was it that made you pick them?
How terrifying is it to have a monster you can't see?
Mhm. Yeah, and not to give anything away, but they like, honestly, and that was Kripke's call. Kripke was the one who says, "No, they've gotta be invisible." And man, he made the right choice. Like, I'm sure a lot of
Yeah,
his decision was based on not having the special effects budget and knowing anything that they did would just not they wouldn't have the money to make it truly scary. But man, it was the right call, and they
yeah.
do some really fantastic things over the seasons that really highlight just how terrifying an invisible monster
Yeah.
who not only are they invisible, but they are there to drag you to hell. Uh, so it's I see why you picked them. Anything else you want to add? I know I kind of cut you off a bit.
Yeah, just I mean, to me, it's like just the terror of just not knowing where they're like just
Yeah.
every other one. It's kind of like I hate to say this, not
Er,
stereotypical, but there's only so many ways to do it, and that one just
yeah.
it's a monster, but they upped it to
Yeah.
such a level that it's wow.
Yeah. No, I agree. And honestly, again, they made the choice for budgetary reasons, but all the monsters in Supernatural look like people with funky teeth. Right? Like they, slap in a pair of contacts, some funky teeth, and some nails. Congratulations, you're a monster. And excuse me. So the hellhounds are kind of a departure for them, and I think they execute that really well.
And frankly, I mean, some of the effects that they do to show the effects of a hellhound on
Oh
its
yeah,
victims, this I mean, those special effects are amazing. And
yeah,
just like to the victims to see their leg being torn up or
yeah,
whatever, it's just like, holy crap, just as an
yeah.
watching from the audience, holy shit.
Yeah, they do some pretty cool stuff. And I'm happy to say that we will have an opportunity to talk more about that in the coming seasons. For me, I have to say I was really tempted to go with werewolves. Um, from heart, mostly because I think Supernatural really resisted the temptation to make them kind of a standard monster of the week, and there's something really compelling about a person who doesn't realize they're a monster. And Emmanuel Vargiet did such a good job with the roles. I was very, very tempted to go with werewolf, the supernatural version of a werewolf. However, based almost entirely on Jared Padalecki's performance, I went with Meg from Born Under a Bad Sign. I just the way he managed to not only um m- model his own performance after Nikki Acox's, but then like to sort of step out of anything we had seen him do before. And she's so um like, she's just so devious. I mean, like, she's not just about chaos and mayhem. She's looking to cause pain in any way that she can, and she uses, um, e e m m emotional manipulation, more than
Yeah.
I mean, she's prepared to be violent, like, but if she knows she'll get more pain out of you by hitting your triggers, then that's how she'll go. So I just thought that it was really great to see Meg back, and Jared delivered a fantastic performance, as that monster. So that's where I went.
So I had to then go for the untraditional route for a
Okay.
round
We've
two.
got a runner up.
A runner up, yes. I went with the theme of what truly constitutes a monster, which I liked how they kept going back to that
Yes. Yeah, that's a big
this
theme is
season.
what is a monster? What
Monster.
makes something or someone a monster?
Because if you went with that theme, which they kept going back to, you had
Mhm.
Simon Says that had Andy,
Mhm.
and Haunted that had Ava, which which we realize in the two-part season finale.
Yeah.
Ava may have been more devious in Haunted than we realized.
Yep.
If both of them are quote unquote monsters,
Mhm.
where does that leave Sam? They
Yes.
so
That
yeah,
is the big question of the season. If every other one of the yellow-eyed demon's kids ends up being a monster, with the exception of Andy because he gets killed before anything happens, but if almost every other one of these kids that Sam meets ends up being a monster, that is the right question, is where does that leave Sam?
yeah.
Which I
So
think makes which I think is what makes Dean's choice at the end of the season so remarkable that, there all the evidence is that there is one direction for the road that Sam is on, and it leads nowhere good. And Dean just refuses to believe it and goes to extreme lengths to save his brother.
yeah. So yeah. So that so
Yeah,
I couldn't. I felt it was doing the wrap up an injustice not to bring that up.
that is very fair. That is absolutely fair. Okay. Ready for a supernatural game card check? This time with 9 instances. And finally, if memory serves, I have one on the board. It is Dean checks out or hits on a woman.
Yeah. And I have that as well.
Yay, yay. So, all right, so we both have 2 in a row
Yep,
from
I
multiple
have,
directions.
yep.
You have more 2s in a rows than I have. All right,
Cheers.
cheers. All right. Something that surprised you this season.
And this probably should not have, but it did. John coming back to help kill the yellow eyed demon. That
Yeah.
one really, like the fact that he was, not only did he come back, but we talked about this in the episode where every other ghost or spirit that came up from hell was very transparent, like very see through, ghost like. John was very human like
Mhm.
and could actually touch and be seen like it. He was not very spirit like.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's a pro. So him coming back
Mhm.
and actually being the one to really contribute to that,
Yeah.
that
You
shocked
know,
me.
yeah, it was such a great moment too because it's the thing that you think is not possible, right? Like,
Yeah.
you start season 1 with the search for the thing that killed mom and the search for dad. Season 1 ends with both of you find dad and he's possessed by the thing that killed mom. So both things you've been hunting for are in one meat suit come the end of season 1. And then beginning of season 2, dad is dad is gone. And
Mhm.
now they have to find a way to carry on the family business without him. And, it was always supposed to be the three of them killing the thing that got mom. And so it's like, okay, well, that can't happen now, right? Because John is gone. So now it's got to be just the two brothers. But wait, John drags himself out of hell. So it is really kind of a great moment, and especially because the time that we saw Sam take a shot at the yellow-eyed demon can teleport, right? And
Yeah.
Sam misses, right? So for John to be able to, as you said, he is more substantial than the other souls that come
Mhm.
pouring out of hell. um but he's spirit enough that he's able to grab hold of the yellow-eyed demon and drag it out of its vessel. And that kind of it's a pivotal moment, so
Mhm.
I agree with you. It was something that and I'm trying to remember, because sometimes if they're looking to hide a returning actor, a lot of times they'll put their name at the end. And I'm
Mhm.
trying to remember, I have a vague memory of, um, them actually having Jeffrey Dean Morgan's name at the beginning in the opening
Oh,
titles. So if they do, it would, like, ruin the surprise
yeah.
slightly if one is paying attention to the stuff at the bottom of the screen. But yeah, up until that point, there's no indication John John is coming
Mm.
back. So it is a great way to wrap up the season. And for me, and I sort of mentioned this already, is the season 1 was so good. You think like, "Okay, we've seen the best. We've seen the best." No. No, they said, "You ain't seen nothing yet, folks." And man, they took such an amazing first season and they made it even better in season 2. And I have to say, when I sat to watch this series for the first time, I was not expecting it to get even better. And their learning curve was short. And I know you disagree with me, but from my perspective, in 22 episodes, not a single one of them is bad. There are some that aren't as good as the others, but none of them's a stinker.
Yeah.
And I think that that's pretty incredible.
So now I also have a second thing that surprised
Okay,
me this season.
one we have an honorable mention.
Well, yes, sort of. And
Mhm.
you'll see where I'm going with this.
Okay.
Supernatural does so well with doing its research and
Yes.
all of that, and dotting all its I's, crossing all its T's, and all of that. It really surprised me this season that in both legal episodes that they made, in my opinion, a couple of major hiccups.
Yeah, yeah, I see where you're coming from.
Like, to me, for a show that does so much research, I could see maybe doing it once and going, okay, yeah, that probably wasn't, I mean, not that I'm in the watch room with them, so that they realize that, okay, maybe that wasn't one of our better ideas. But to do it even worse the
Yeah.
second time around,
Yeah, they stuck with it. They're like, "No,
yeah.
this is how we're gonna roll."
And it's like, come on, people. I mean, anyone who's done any research should they I just felt like they should have known better.
I cannot disagree with you. So,
So yeah, so that's those are the two things. That was the backup thing that surprised me the most, is that
okay.
I feel like they really missed the mark on those two legal episodes.
I can understand where you're coming from. All right, so we have our next supernatural game card check here. We have one, two, three. We have a three-way with 8 instances each. We have Samerdine Cry, a meta moment fourth wall break, and finally, your long-awaited electronics flicker.
It's
I have
about freaking time.
Samerdine Cry.
I have the electronics flicker. What was the other one you just said?
Yeah, that's a great question. Meta
Oh,
moment fourth
meta
wall
moment.
break.
I feel like I saw that one.
Um,
I don't have that one. I thought for some reason I thought I
no,
saw it. Boo.
no.
I guess when I was looking down the list, I saw it. So in my
Yeah,
head, it was on my card.
it must have been here. Oh, wait, electronics flicker. Here you
Yep,
are.
yep.
Finally.
I had that one.
Samerdine Cry, electronics flicker. Okay. So of those three, I have two. And I finally have three in a row, as do
Yep,
you.
yep.
So we are neck and neck at the moment. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
Alrighty.
Next up is something you loved this season.
I loved how they, in my opinion, how they finally really developed Sam. Like they let Jared take Sam's character to an entirely new level. Because I know I kept talking about that in season one.
Yeah.
And I feel like they finally let Jared just explode in his character, and what a difference it made.
Yeah. Yeah,
I,
you can see him really start to get his arms around the character. And amusingly enough, for me, the thing I loved this season was a little more generic, but same concept. I have the performances. You know, again, they weren't bad. Like these are talented folks. They did a good job in season one. But the writers started to learn Jared and Jensen's strengths and started to write to them in season 2, give them scripts that they could really get their teeth into. And the result is just a stellar season with some jaw-droppingly good performances from both Jared and Jensen.
yes.
Um, but yeah, you see Jared really start to come into his own.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, I mean, toward the end of season one, we talked a lot more about like that, and even in the beginning of season two, I guess, like Jensen really like the um onion really coming out, like because I know I complained about it a lot in the beginning of season one, of
mhm,
him not having a lot of layers, and by the end of season one I was like, okay, never mind. I'll stop complaining about that now. There are a lot more
yeah,
layers to Dean's character,
yeah,
but I still felt like they were not minimizing Sam's character, but I felt like they were writing more toward Jensen's strengths than to giving Jared the full thing that I felt
yeah.
like. And then this season, I felt like it was more exploring Jared. And I mean, don't get me wrong, Jensen did an amazing job this season.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I
But
just love Jared's.
I can't disagree with you. Okay. Back to the supernatural game cards. We're starting to get into the nitty-gritty here. So we
Okay.
have with 7 instances each. We've got a
Okay.
list. One of the
Okay.
boys drops his weapon, a gratuitous blood spatter. Damn it, finally your damn it makes an appearance. And seriously. So, damn it, seriously. One of the boys drops his weapon. I have that one.
I have one of the boys drops
Um,
his weapon. I have seriously.
I do not have seriously. What do I have? One a gratuitous blood spatter. Damn it, seriously. One of the boys drops his weapon.
I don't
And a
have the gratuitous.
gratuitous blood spatter.
That I don't have.
All right.
I can't believe we haven't gotten EMF yet.
Not
That
yet.
or awesome. Like I keep
Nope.
waiting for.
I
Ah,
know. Those 2 would give me 5 in a row.
no, I was gonna say they wouldn't give me they wouldn't give me five in a row. I need kick in a door or get this to get five in a row.
Okay. Well, let's keep playing here. So,
Yeah.
cheers.
Cheers.
All right, that brings us to something you hated this season.
Um, Now you are gonna strongly disagree with this, but don't
That's
care.
okay. We're allowed to
This
disagree.
season, yeah, and I know we've kind of already talked about this a tiny bit, but I either this season I feel like there were like a couple in a row, like either I loved the episode this season or I could have taken it or left it. Like
Mhm.
there were definitely more than one or two this season that just now there were some that once we watched it on the show and all of that, you changed my mind on a couple of them.
You can be
But there
very
were definitely
persuasive when I want to be.
yes, yes, you are. But there were I felt more this season than last season that I was like, yeah, it kind of went like this for me. Like they'd go on a
Yeah.
really good streak, then it would go on a low. Really good streak, go on a low. So that was the one frustrating thing for me.
So you were annoyed by kind of the lack of consistency.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair. For me, and I know that we talked about this a little bit already, but I felt like there was not a lot of payoff. Like the the season opener, there was this dangling watch out for Sam directive that John drops on Dane.
Yeah.
And there's this question throughout the season, like, is Sam evil? Is Sam becoming a monster? And it drives so much of the first half of the season, but then there's sort of nothing in Sam's behavior. Like,
Yeah.
okay, in All Hell Breaks Loose Part 2, there's that little like, "Are you certain that what you brought back is 100% pure Sam?" And he's definitely angry, but in between, there's kind of nothing there's not like this growing sense of tension that
Yeah.
Sam is heading in a direction we don't want him to be heading in as people who love Sam. Um,
Yeah.
so there's
That I
really
mean,
nothing. Go ahead.
that and frankly, you could even if you saw the anger, you could understand the anger.
Dude
You could,
stabbed him in the back, literally.
yeah. It's
I'd be
like what,
mad too.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, you could that. I mean, like, there's a lot that Sam has to be like. There's a lot that's just happened in the last
Yeah.
season that he has a right to be angry about the whole
Yeah.
thing with John and
Mhm.
Dean keeping the secret, and
Yeah,
now the guy stabbing him in the back. Like, there's a lot of things that could be bubbling in the
yeah,
surface that could make him want to explode.
yeah, there's nothing that says like, "Ooh, ooh, that's not good." Like, "Ooh, he's acting in a way he shouldn't be." Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. All right, which takes us back to our Supernatural game cards. Producer Mike, producer Mike, Jesus Christ, how much have I had to drink? Producer Mark is getting his workout today. Oh, holy moly. Okay, get ready. We got a list here. This is gonna take some concentration I don't have. We have we have awesome, finally, summoning, porn, and one of the boys gets tied up. So I
uh,
have awesome.
I had
Uh
awesome.
I have one of the boys gets tied up.
I
I
don't have that one.
I do not have porn, which just
Uh,
on general principle makes me sad.
I
Awesome
don't
summoning
either.
porn, and one of the boys gets tied up.
I
Oh,
don't.
I do have porn. Yeah.
Yay!
Yes. So happy, which means as of right now, I have 4 in a row.
I
Buddy, I
uh
just need an EMF detector.
yeah, see, I started out stronger than you, but you're getting there faster than me. So many
Coming from
comments.
behind.
So many comments.
Oh, yeah, there's jokes there.
So many jokes.
So, we cannot end a season without talking about Sam's hair.
Uh
What did you think of Sam's hair this season?
this was not like toward the end, this was not a particular I not one of his better haircuts.
This is well, I think that's the thing, right? That he doesn't have a haircut this season. That he
It
last season, he had that kind of floppy surfer dude California cut, and he's on his way to something else, but he hasn't gotten there yet.
there yet. No. No, we're just we're in a bad transition right
Yeah.
now.
I didn't love the floppy California dude hair last season, but at least it was a style.
Yeah.
This
No.
season's not.
No, no.
Now, Jared Padalecki is an attractive enough gentleman that he can weather a bad haircut,
Mhm.
but yeah, it's definitely a transitional hair season for Mr. Sam.
One that I am looking forward to ending.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fingers crossed. Okay. Here we are. Back to the card now. I am very excited to say we have a three-way tie with 5 instances each, which actually I don't think I mentioned it last time. It was 6 instances each. This is
Okay.
5. We have burn a body, EMF
Hold
detector,
burn a
and baby's
body.
tires squeal, which means I finally have 5 in a row.
Oh, and I'm still work. I've got I have 4 in a row. As soon as we get a wacky
Oh,
diner, I've got 5 in a
ooh.
row.
I did wait, hang on. Let me peek at something here.
I'm surprised we haven't gotten a wacky diner yet.
I oh, yeah, we have not yet. So yeah, I for the first time this evening, I have all of them. And
Yay!
I am
The
the
winner.
head, the winner and new champion because you won last year or last season, I should say.
Yep. And then I kept right on going because you're not stopping me. Two.
Bingo.
Bingo.
Mm, which I have to say is good because I'm almost out of my cocktails.
I still have more left. I just have to fill up my
No,
glass.
this is what's left of my cocktail.
Oh God.
So just in the nick of time. All right.
All right.
It is the lightning round. So welcome to Drunken Dome. So Lynn, here's your chance to catch up with this with me. Uh,
Okay.
um, 4 instances each. Lore, torture,
Torture I have.
fake IDs,
Nope.
kicking a door,
Kicking a door I've got.
and the Americana theme plays.
All I need if I
Is
if all I
America.
need is get this or someone else other than someone else other than Dean drives baby and I've got 5 in a row twice.
Okay. Well, hang in there. 3 instances each. The boys talk at the same time.
Nope.
No, me neither. Okay. 2. Get ready. This is a big one.
Okay.
One of the boys gets choked.
Got that one.
Creepy evil kid.
Nope.
Or assault line.
Nope.
One of the boys gets arrested.
Got that one. Now I got one.
Okay, and here's your wacky diner.
So now I got 2.
All right. Exorcism.
Nope.
Demon stuck in a devil trap.
Got that one.
One of the boys dies.
Boy. Nope. Didn't get that one. So now I've gotten
Oh,
it
wait, there's one
twice.
more. Oh,
Okay.
wait, there's more. Uh, and I've just promptly forgot what it is. It is a sudden, unexplained cold spot.
Got that one. So now I could
Look
potentially
at this.
get it
This gets
3
choked.
times.
Okay. One. So okay, so you have 5 in a row twice.
Twice.
One of the boys did I get that? One of the boys gets choked? No, not choked, arrested.
Yes.
Did I say both? Producer Mark, not Mike, Mark says I said both. Uh, one of the boys gets arrested.
Yeah.
I'm just pushing squares now. Knock it down, exorcism. Okay. All right. Let's see who fills their square first.
Okay.
All right. Actually, no, I can tell you right now I won't get a full square. All right. Well, first off, let's celebrate you having 5 in a row. So we both have 5 in a row twice.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cool.
Mm, okay.
Okay.
1 instance each.
Okay.
Pie.
Yeah.
And that is my third 5 in a row. Get
Okay.
this.
There's my third 5 in a row.
Hey, get this. Sam gets conked on the head.
Got that one.
Someone other than Dean drives baby.
That brings me to 4 and 5.
Joke about Sam's height, which I
No,
have.
crack about Sam's hair.
Okay. We don't have one of those actually. Someone gets splashed with holy water.
Nope.
Sam gets hit on. And last but not least, Sam or Dean have sex.
Nope.
Okay, I had that one. So I have one, two, three, four,
Four,
five,
five.
six, five in a rows.
Yeah, I have one, two, three,
Four,
four, five,
five.
six.
All right. I won first, but we ended up in a
Yeah.
tie. Okay. Well, I am out of booze, so I will join
I,
you in spirit. Ha ha
I almost spit out my.
ha. Oh, so close to getting a spit take. So close to getting a
Oh, you
spit
were
take.
so close.
One of these days I will get a spit take and I will rejoice.
You got a
Okay.
lot of episodes left to go.
I do. I do. I have 15 seasons left. Okay, that is last call. Thanks so much for coming along with us for the ride. If you like what we're doing here, be sure to tell your friends. Please also like our videos and subscribe so it's easier for other people to find us too.
And if you would like to see some bonus episodes and see us more just with unhinged and multi cocktailed in, so you never know what's going to come out of our mouth, please give us some topics that we can just
Yes.
pull out of Ask Jared, and God knows what we'll say.
Good Lord only knows what we'll say, because we love hearing from our SPN family. Comment, send us an email at hunterfuelpodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Hunter Fuel Podcast. In our next episode, we will be watching season 3, episode 1, The Magnificent Seven, when Dean asks, who was that masked chick? Until then, stay safe, everybody. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.